Hello and welcome back to the Snakebite. I am James Simpson. This is Carl Van Gelder. I know the Christmas decorations are still up, but it is January. Winter sports are in full swing. Spring sports starting up in a little less than a month. We've got a lot of exciting stuff today. Let's get right into it.
We will start with men's basketball. The Mocs won both of their Christmas Classic games versus non-conference opponents, as well as December 30th matchup with PBA before matching up with the defending national champs and top-ranked Nova Southeastern Sharks on January 3rd. Florida Southern started red hot, handing Nova their biggest loss since the 2017-18 season in a decisive 93-82 victory. In the battle between the top two finishers in the conference preseason poll, the Mocs came out of the gates firing from three, but not hitting, going 2 for 13. The game looked like many contests over the past few years for Nova, where they could make plays on defense and score at will, looking as if they would come away with yet another victory. However, the Mocs came back with an answer of their own to relax. Head coach Mike Donnelly spoke about the team's need to relax and play their own game at halftime, and immediate change was noticeable. The Mocs began the second half attacking the basket, and it paid off, shooting 62.1% from the field and outscoring Nova 55-33 in the second. But this wasn't all the usual suspects, with multiple key players out for the Mocs in foul trouble in the first half, including Alex Steen, forcing other players to step up. One such player was Luke Anderson, who en route to securing Conference Player of the Week had another stellar performance, scoring 22 points. But by far the MVP of the night was Akol, Arop, who finished the game with a career high in points, blocks, and minutes played. Arop was a two-way force on the court and propelled the Mocs' comeback with his 5 blocks, 19 points, including 15 second-half points on perfect shooting from the field. After the game, I caught up with Akol, Arop. I'm Carl Van Gelder here with Akol, Arop, and he had a tremendous game today. Akol, you scored so many points, career high today and career high in blocks. What went into that?
I mean, obviously that first half was a little slow for us and the whole team, and the guys and the coaches picked me up. In the locker room coming in the second half and just being more active, man. And I wanted to get this win so bad, not for me, but also for the team, and for coach, what I mean. Something that we're, holding our hats, on, and Nova's a really good team, number 1 in the country. And for us to come out, especially that second half, and just play hard and go at it. And that's what I did. I just went in there and just gave it my all, sacrificed my body, was there for my team, you know what I mean? And so I did everything in my power just to try to get this win.
And everyone gave it up on the court. You, Luke Anderson, everyone trying to hustle. Connor Raines as well. Yep. What went into you guys playing so hard today? You mentioned it a little bit, and then how are you guys hoping to continue that in the next few games?
Yes, sir. Our mindset, you know what I mean? Our mindset was going in there to stay together, you know what I mean? We knew we were going to turn over. We knew we were going to have mistakes, but which team is going to stay together, have the most energy, you know what I mean? And who's going to win, you know what I mean? That's what we did, you know what I mean? And we picked each other up. We didn't hold our hats down. We just went next play mentality. And so, those guys stepped up. LA, Raines did too, man. I was so proud of him, bro. And just the whole team, man. And the bench and the crowd, it was just phenomenal.
And we saw you do a ton on the offensive end as well. Like I mentioned, career high in points. You really showed aggression on the offensive end, which I know Coach Donnelly has been preaching a lot to everyone leading up to this game. And how much was that an impact on you today, and how important was this win?
That was a huge impact on me today, you know what I mean? I just went out there and just to attack the ball, you know what I mean? Attack the rim, you know what I mean? Just see what I got, you know what I mean? Every time I attacked it, it was either foul or I scored, and especially in that second half. And, I know Coach has been wanting that from me for a while, and you know what? It's good that I'm picking it up, you know what I mean? Picking it up right now, and and so that was really big. And so that's something that I'm going to continue building on, you know what I mean? And we have a tough one coming up, on Saturday, Florida Tech on the road. They're a really good team, really good defensive team. And so we got to go in the mindset of, it's just us, you know what I mean? Us in there. And same thing as we did today. Just pick each other up.
Awesome. Thank you. And hopefully we'll be back after that Florida Tech game with another win for the Mocs. Back to you guys. In addition, our Emma Lauren Poole caught up with Alex Steen after the upset, and you can see that interview on our social media sites on Instagram at floridasouthern.tv and our Twitter page at FSCTV.
And you know, Carl, after that upset this past Saturday, the Mocs hit the road for just the second time this season, traveling to Melbourne to take on the 25th ranked Florida Tech Panthers. Unfortunately, the Mocs fell just short in this matchup, falling to Florida Tech 68-71, unable to find the tying basket late in the contest. Steen and Anderson led the Mocs in scoring and rebounding, with both recording a double-double in the matchup. Steen putting up 19 points and 14 boards, while Anderson netted 17 and 10 respectively, while shooting 50% from three. Anderson also earned his second SSC Player of the Week award this season, and their record stands at 11 wins and 4 losses and are 5-1 in conference play. The Mocs will travel to Dade City January 10th for a matchup against the St. Leo Lions. And the women's team, though, also had a decent winter break, going 3-2 during the holiday season. They started out with 2 wins in the Mocs Christmas Classic before dropping home conference contests to PBA and Nova. Against Nova, the women struggled against their full court press, turning the ball over 16 times, including 7 in the first quarter. Ultimately, this put the Mocs on the back foot. The hole was just too big for them to climb out of, as they were held to just 9 points in the first quarter. In the second quarter, though, the Mocs slowed down their turnover rate and outscored the Sharks 14-11 to go into half down 27-23. Their struggles unfortunately returned in the third quarter, as they allowed 21 points on 60% shooting. The Mocs tried to rally, scoring 17 in the fourth thanks to their improved ball control and shot creating, but were unable to close the gap, falling 64-53 and remaining winless in conference. But they quickly had a chance to begin rewriting their script as they looked to face off against the only other team without an in-conference win in Florida Tech.
And James, that game was on the road this past Saturday when they went to Melbourne to take on the Panthers. The Mocs came out firing, scoring 17 first quarter points, with Dominica Zamora, leading Florida Southern in scoring, putting up a career-high 24 points, including shooting 50% from three. Marissa Janicki also shot 50% from three, netting 3 of them herself, as the Mocs shot 38 from three-point land. Despite the Mocs never trailing at any point in the game, this game found its way to OT. Zamora started overtime with a bang, getting out to a 3-point lead quickly, and the Mocs outscored the Panthers 10-5 in overtime to win 59-54. We had a crew in Melbourne, and Emma Lauren Poole caught up with Zamora after the game.
I'm here at Florida Institute of Technology with Dominica Zamora today after an overtime win, which will be a win in the conference for you guys today. How does it feel, first of all, just having fought through that win, just a hard-fought win today?
It feels amazing. I feel like we prepare really hard for all these games, and we're ready to turn the page and start winning.
And an amazing individual performance today too. 24 points, 50% accuracy from beyond the arc, and 5 rebounds. How does it feel to have contributed so much individually to this win?
It feels great to, whenever you put the hard work in, it feels great to see the results in the court. But my teammates make me better, so I do it for them, do it for the team.
And another road game Wednesday for you guys at St. Leo. How do you use this momentum to help perform there and help prepare before that contest?
We just gotta take this momentum and just trust our abilities, that it's there, it's eventually gonna click for us, and we just gotta give it all in the court, play with the heart, and just, play as a team, play as a unit.
Thank you so much. Congratulations again. Back to you guys.
The Mocs now stand at 8-5 overall, and they grab their first win in conference play. They're right back at it tonight at St. Leo with a 5 p.m. tip time.
Despite the chilly weather, the Mocs swim teams have been training hard over the winter break. Both teams closed out 2023 with dual meets against a historically great Indian River State College. The women's team saw 3 event wins, with Alizé Pelletier winning the 200 breast and Olivia Miles placing first in both the 500 free and the 200 IM. The men continued to see success in their relay events, with a team of Brandon Wilson, Travis Olson, Cameron Lai Harris, and Kyle Mikolev winning the 200 medley relay. Mikolev continued his dominant season with wins in both the 50 and 100 free, and for his performance he was recognized with his 4th career SSC Swimmer of the Week award. Both teams will travel to Rollins College on Friday before hosting Barry for their Senior Day festivities on Saturday. And the last of our winter sports will get up and running, pun sadly intended, this Friday when the track team travels to Gainesville for the opening meet of their indoor track season. The boys will chase some fast times in the 800, the mile, and the 3K after training hard over the winter break.
And on top of Mocs and winter sports, the start of the spring semester marks about 6 weeks before the start of spring athletics here at Florida Southern. The men's tennis team will open with some exhibition matches before rolling into their regular season, while the women's team will host the FSC Invite the first weekend of February. Both the baseball and softball teams will open their season the first weekend of February. Baseball with their traditional opening series against the University of West Florida, and softball against the University of Alabama-Huntsville, Carson-Newman University, and the University of Montevallo. Women's lacrosse will open their season with a matchup at Flagler College on Valentine's Day, and the men's lacrosse team will travel to Wingate on February 3rd to kick their season off. That team is coached by Marty Ward, who was recently nominated for induction into the North American Indigenous Athletics Hall of Fame. And be sure to tune in to us and Moccasin Athletics through these coming weeks, as crossover season will have you crossing off your calendar with great dates for Mocs Athletics, whether that's basketball, track, swim, or baseball. Be sure to tune in and make sure you get your news from us here at the Snakebite.